Alrighty guys, I'm Morthadon and we are here for Boruto episode 53. So last week we watched episode 51 and 52. Hope you guys enjoyed that double drop. The episodes did go very good together, so thank you to those in the comments who recommended watching those two episodes together. Maybe in the future, as you guys tell me that more episodes go good together, we'll see if I have time to manage to watch them together. But I enjoyed last week's episode. We had episodes. We had a self-contained story in a way, sort of. It's like not really connected to the main plot, at least as far as I can understand. But it sort of is because it has to do with those Ototsuki. I'm saying the name wrong. I apologize. But that Kaguya's clan of people. The alien folk or wherever she came from. So it's more or less ruins from what she left behind, but it still potentially has information about, their people in general, which might help them later on when, that those ominous scenes we've seen so long ago, it feels like at this point, of more of them potentially coming to Earth or whatever their planet is called in their universe. They might have some information because of all this, so that'll be pretty cool. They're very good episodes, but they didn't really give any indicator of what's going on next, except for a bit now they've been talking about Chunin exams. Maybe those will finally kick off. Maybe this is more filler. Maybe there's going to be an arc before Chunin exams, who knows? They could squeeze whatever they want into it. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what episode 53 is going to bring, so let's hop into it, shall we? Alrighty, so we are going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Alrighty. Oh, Moon? Whoa. Oh, these are the people I was just talking about. Shit. Oh, wow. So they've been looking for... Oh, wait. Okay. Never mind. Interesting. Who? I am so interested in this. Huh. Red lightning kind of stuff? That's why we were dispatched. Oh shit. It's like a fishing rod. Time freeze. Holy crap. Okay. Wow. Time for me to reel in a big catch. Who's he after? Boruto, maybe? Or someone close to Boruto. Interesting. Oh, and that's right, I'm not watching this intro. Forgot about that. Wow. Oh man. I can't wait to talk about that whole scene. So is this what we're getting into? Oh, I don't even know. I don't want to talk too much during the intro, so I'm ready. I'm not in conversation when it ends, plus only full-lengthers see this, so... I suppose if I said anything important, I could throw it into the reaction, but I try to avoid that kind of stuff. Hmm. So my second time, or maybe third time hearing this intro. I forget when it changed, but... Hmm. Alright. Well, I saw the episode title, so I was very excited, and now I'm a little bit less... Well, no, I'm excited for a different reason. It says Himawari's birthday, so I'm assuming what we just saw in the beginning part isn't going to be happening this episode. Oh, she had the little Naruto's old outfit, that was cool. Alright, talking more about the tuning exams. Huh. That was only two things. Boruto's face as well. It's nice that people don't get mad about that. Hmm. Damn. Hmm. Yep, he's starting to look up to Sasuke more. It's kind of funny, they set it up that Naruto looks up to Sarada's dad, and Sarada looks up to Naruto. I'm Boruto's dad, sorry. Which is Naruto. I wonder if he was trying to act cool there. Jeez. Just get it over with, alright. Has he been talking to Guy Sensei? Oh, she did listen to him. That is a lot of paperwork. This guy. Hmm. Battle ready. uh. So they're trying to make technological jutsu interesting. That is a weird design. It's cool. I don't know how it works, but yeah. Hmm. I can just like smell the foreshadowing of something like evil becoming of these devices. Aw, poor guy. I like him, even though it's pretty obvious he's gonna become potentially evil. If they juke me with that, though, that'd be awesome. We get some alone time with him. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. That wasn't the... Okay, I'm gonna guess that that is not the moon guy. Or whatever guy we saw on the moon that said he's gonna go take something. I forget the exact way he worded it. Taking shortcuts to win. I see a theme in this episode. Hmm. I'm guessing he said that, and I just don't really remember him saying that he's not entering the tuning exams. I assume he's going to, right? Don't they need the whole team, too? So he's holding his team back by not signing up? Hmm. Sarada sounds like a lot like young Naruto. Man, Boruto. I try to understand Boruto from his perspective sometimes, but sometimes it's very hard. Because you're my son, that's such a weird context sentence if you don't realize the way son is spelt. Hmm. Appealing to his want to be seen kind of aspect. Alright, well, they convinced him. Oh, Sarada. Hmm. Ah, make sure his dad shows up tonight. Because it's, I saw the episode title, Himawari's birthday. The question is that really Naruto or Shadow Clones? Please don't be Shadow Clones. Even if, like, this whole world accepts that he does everything with Shadow Clones, I still feel like it's very important for this moment that the real one is there. So if the Shadow Clone just poofs here, I'm going to be very upset. Aww. A teddy bear. It's not just about the promise either. Then we're even. Oh, interesting. Forgiving him for not making it to his birthday. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Why does he get a little bit of sweat? That's an interesting detail that they added. It looks very similar to the one that was at Boruto's birthday, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, this is great. Shit! Wow, I spoke too soon. I'm actually very disappointed in Naruto. Please tell me there is a good reason. Not just that he's busy. I actually completely agree with Boruto. I feel like regardless of whether you're Hokage or not, you should still be able to spend one night birthday with your family. Damn. Oh, fuck. And see, this is the kind of, like, drama stuff that I can get behind, because the biggest reason Boruto's upset right now is because of Himawari, and that's the thing. Interesting. Hmm. There's a picture of her birthday without Naruto in it as well. Hmm. So what? Oh, jeez. Sasuke? Oh no, Sai. Is that Sai? That's Sai, I think. Or is that Sasuke? Oh, shit, that is Sasuke. Did something happen? Okay, never mind. What is Boruto gonna say? Oh, that's the end. Shit, okay. Oh, crap. Oh, man. I actually... Oh, I'm actually looking forward to this discussion now. Oh, man. That was a heavy second half of the episode. Jeez. Hmm. I really like what I've only seen the first few seconds of the outro. I have it minimized right now because I don't know if there's spoilers. But I really like the visuals of it. There was just a lot of colors. Yes, that's usually how things work. But You guys know what I mean. Oh, man. I actually want this outro to be over because I really just want to talk about this stuff. But I want to make sure there's occasionally after credits. It's like happened like once. Very inconsistent. Alrighty. So guys, that is the end of episode 53, and wow. That was a good episode, and I don't know where to start. I hope you guys stick around for this discussion because I'm really looking forward to talking about this, so hopefully you guys stick around and listen because I didn't get to really express everything I wanted to during the episode, or else I would have been talking throughout the entire thing and missing stuff, so I guess I don't know where I want to start, so I'm just going to start from the beginning and go towards the end, even though I think the ending bit is what I'm most excited to talk about, but I guess the beginning bit I'm very excited too. So I considered going back and rereading everything that was said there, but I think I'm just going to go by my memory of what I read there during, like, the Moon Guy Toneri? Yeah, you guys know who I'm talking about. And then the new guy, I don't think we got a name, but he called him a celestial being, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And that's very interesting, because if they're of the same clan, why does he consider him celestial, you know? Very interesting. But they talked about a lot of stuff that I didn't completely follow. I'm not the biggest, I don't have the best memory of exactly what happened when we had, like, the episodes about, in Naruto, about the moon guy, and I believe it was, the Sage of the Six Paths, right, was the other guy? I think, I don't really remember that whole story. I kind of want to rewatch Naruto now and try to, like, refresh myself and everything that happened for that. But I'm sure one of you guys will tell me in the comments, or when all this becomes more relevant, they'll probably do flashbacks or somehow fill in the information gaps. But regardless of that, they talked about, you know, how he failed at dealing with that girl's son, is, like, almost word for word what he said, something like that, which I believe is the Sage of the Six Paths son of Kaguya, and he was talking about Kaguya when he mentioned the, I believe it said Byakugan girl or something. I didn't exactly follow everything. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go back and look at what they said. I apologize, guys. I don't have the best memory. I tried my best to follow everything they were saying, but one of the biggest problems I have with these kind of shows and doing reactions is sometimes I think a lot. I start coming up with theories now while the episode's going on, and I don't exactly follow everything. Okay. So, yeah, Toneri is his name. I was right about that. He finally appeared celestial beings. So yeah, he considers them that. Yep, they're from the same clan. That confused me at first. Sorry, guys. I just want to, like, recap this real fast for me. Because it was just a lot of information thrown out very quickly. The main family. Okay, so that's interesting. I don't think I caught that on the first time. Main family. So they even have... Because I believe that the Byakugan is, like, a pretty close descendant of these people. Because they have similar eyes and everything. And I believe that was just very much established before. And they have the same, like, main family, side family setup as they do. So I wonder if they somehow have, like, if their lineage goes back to having knowledge of that, or if it's just something in their blood that they somehow just still adapt this philosophy regardless, like, even if they didn't have a connection to these, you know, celestial beings or whatever they're supposed to be considered. But that's interesting. The incident with the woman with the Byakugan was quite unfortunate. So I think they're talking about Kaguya there, right? Huh. I would assume so. I can't think of what else they'd be talking about that would be on their kind of radar, you know? Hmm. Talking about Tonari risking his life for that planet. Yeah, so he... This might be something that was talked about earlier in the show, or earlier in Naruto, I mean. But it seems like Tonari, being part of this clan, was supposed to, like, have some kind of job, whether it be looking over them or waiting for them to hit, like, a certain level of technology or chakra levels or something, and then he was supposed to, like, initiate something, possibly, but it seems like he ended up really liking humanity. I'm not sure, but it seems like he's not supposed to be this attached, but he is, which is interesting. Yeah, you may think you made the first move by doing something to that woman's son. So I'm guessing they're talking, when they say that woman, they're talking about the Byakugan chick, like I said, and the son is the Sage of the Six Paths. And I feel like I remember the Sage of the Six Paths and Tonari coming to, like, a deal or something where Tonari would watch over the moon and Sage of the Six Paths would watch over the earth. I feel like there was some kind of storyline. Sorry, guys, if I'm getting this really mixed up. But, you know, I try. It was a while ago. Even though I rewatched Naruto, it was still, like, a bit ago since I did that. But yeah, so he stops him with some kind of, like, whip thing. That's why we were dispatched. So there's more of them here. And he freezes them in time for 10,000 years, apparently. Although, I feel like he might break out or something. Yeah, and they're not authorized to kill people of their clan, which is interesting as well. Alright, and the final thing he says, time for me to reel in a big catch. Interesting, because he uses a fishing pole. That's kind of funny. His ability almost looked like a fishing pole that caught Tonari, and then he says that. Oh, it's just very interesting. And then he took off. Okay, so that's that. And he also says Boruto isn't ready. So I'm not sure if that's some kind of misdirect. I'm not sure who the big catch is. And after seeing this whole episode, I'm a little worried that it's Naruto and something happened to him. And that would be very interesting because Sasuke showed up now. But I guess I'll talk about that now because I can talk about the other stuff that happened at the end of the episode. Well, no, let's not skip ahead. So let's continue on with, like, the next thing that happened, which is essentially talking about the tuning exams, trying to establish which teams, at least they establish a couple teams. It seems like Shikadai's team is participating, and then Boruto's team wasn't going to, just because Boruto has this... He had this weird attitude this episode, and I guess, you know, he's kinda had it where it's like he wants to be noticed, but he doesn't want to do anything, and it's very weird. I don't fully understand his, like, motivations or lack thereof, and what all this, like, really means for him as a shinobi. Like, it's just very weird how sometimes he's very motivated to become stronger and noticed and acknowledged, and then there's other times where he just stops caring. And I'm thinking this episode, like, the stop caring, very like loner aspect to him is he's just trying to like be like Sasuke. He just kind of attached his feelings to this figure of a person that he didn't really know. He only heard rumors of, and now he's trying to mimic him, you know? Which is why he said that he just wants to become cooler, which is something he said to Shikadai when they were on like the train, I believe. And then he just says, I'm just gonna, you know, do my own thing, and then just jumps off the train. Just like, it seems like he's just trying to latch on to the ways that Sasuke follows instead of, you know, basically it seems like he's trying to get as far away from Naruto as possible almost, because they all talk about how Naruto is his rival. You know, maybe they say stuff like how much of opposites they are, and everything, but his attitude wasn't something that I found like very compelling in that one part of the episode while they're at like the fast food restaurant. Later in the episode, it was very compelling, and I very much enjoyed it because later on in the episode, he's, like I mentioned during the episode, he's doing it for Himawari, which when you see someone with a pissy attitude for a good reason, you can understand it. But when you have someone with a pissy attitude for a reason that I just don't understand personally, it kind of, you know, I don't really get it. But enough talking about that, just because I have really nothing else to say regarding that. But they are doing the Chunin exams, is what that sums up to being, you know? Sarada managed to manipulate his own ego, essentially, to get him to sign up, which was very smart on Sarada's part, and friggin' Boruto is so easy, just like Sarada said, which I love that she pointed that out. It's just too easy. That was pretty good. But then we jumped into something that's very interesting. We got to see the scientist again, who they've made pretty clear is going to be evil, and if he isn't going to be evil, then they're just misdirecting us in a way, you know? But he's developing a technology that allows anybody to use jutsu, which is fascinating, because whenever a show implements something like this, it takes off for a little bit, right? A lot of the times, like, if I'm gonna go with, like, the cliche or, like, the, you know, just the typical way. Now, I have no idea if they're gonna do this in Boruto, but what happens is people latch on to this, you know, new technology, and they all use it, and they all get rusty with their actual skills. And then when the time comes that they need their actual skills, they realize that they're not honed enough to deal with the situation. And that's when people realize that, you know, the ones that didn't use this technology, sometimes that'll be the case. There'll be people that didn't use the technology, they honed their own skills, they come in and save the day, and that's when people realize that they shouldn't rely on this technology. Now, I don't know if they're going to take that kind of ideal for this, where the scientist's invention could take off. And even Boruto, it was very interesting because they hinted at it with the cheat codes and everything this episode, which, now that I realize it, I got a little mixed up. I was trying to go through the episode as it happened, and the fast food restaurant scene happened after this part that I'm talking about now. But whatever, it doesn't matter what order I really talk about it in. But it's very interesting because they, you know, they bring it in with a very good kind of way where they have Boruto using cheat codes on his video game, which obviously makes the game easier to win. And Boruto said, "Who cares if you're winning?" Now, I'll throw my opinion out there. I'm not a fan of cheat codes anymore. When I was younger, I used to, and Boruto's younger, so that's probably fine. But I love, like, the challenge of earning everything these days. So, like, I just wouldn't enjoy, to sum that up, I wouldn't enjoy a game that you ended up, just cheating to unlock everything. It just wouldn't be fun, because for me, it's about, like, the adventure of unlocking everything. But yeah. So Boruto is very easily the kind of person that would use this kind of technology that the scientist guy, I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, Boruto would definitely be one to use it. And then what would happen is someone would break it or something. Like, all it would take is a shinobi to put up enough of a fight to break the thing on his wrist that controls all of this, and then he has to rely on his own power. And then that's when he'll realize that he isn't strong enough himself, and things will change. Now, I don't know if that's how it's gonna go, that's just one possibility. And as for the scientist getting kidnapped, or what seemed to be kidnapped, I think that's a red herring to the beginning of the episode. I don't think this scientist is a big enough fish for that celestial being to be the one to capture. So they might be trying to make you think that's the case, but I think it's like something entirely different. I almost wonder if the scientist could be setting something up, like he's faking his own capture or something. But it's very interesting. So yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say about that whole thing with the technology and all that, but I found that scene very compelling, very interesting. I really liked it. It was kind of weird thrown into this episode, but they touched on it very quickly. They got the point across, and I liked it. It was very good. But moving on to Himawari's birthday, man, that actually crushed me. Because I love these wholesome family scenes in this show, which a lot of shows I like, but I don't love. But in Boruto, I love these scenes. And that's because Naruto and Hinata are two characters from the original show that we got to grow up with and love and learn so much about. And now we get to see them interacting with these new characters, which are our new main characters, and it just brings a whole new level to that family dynamic, and I absolutely love their family scenes. That being said, right when I was starting to enjoy it, right when I said, "Aw, this is great," friggin' Naruto's clone poofs. The one thing I said I didn't want to happen was Naruto using a shadow clone to go to his daughter's birthday party. So when I saw that clone poof, I honestly, I wanted to throw something. I was so mad. If it wasn't, all I have in my range to throw is like a bottle of water and my coffee, which I'm definitely not gonna throw my coffee. And then my bottle of water, I like, in the split second that I was angry, I was like, I looked over at it and I almost threw it just out of pure anger. And I was like, no. If the cap blows off that's gonna be a big mess. That'll be a disaster. So, like, luckily my rational side kicked in before my irrational side just decided to throw something. But, I was so angry. Now, like I said during the episode, I really hope there's a good reason, but I'm really scared of that reason because of the fact that they showed Naruto with a little bit of sweat on his forehead and the side of his head, and I noticed it was gone after he left his room and the window was open. So my theory is that Naruto was there and something happened. That is my theory. I believe that, and I really hope this is the case, Naruto made a shadow clone and then hopped out the window because we saw the window open in the same room where Naruto was looking at those pictures, and then when he reappeared downstairs, he didn't have the sweat on him that he had before. So yeah, I believe that Naruto was actually there, and now that I really think about it, that makes things a little bit better, because that means he probably has a good reason that he had to jump out the window and take off. And that makes me wonder if he saw the scientist guy getting kidnapped, potentially. That's one thought. He could have seen, like, the guy that took him jumping across the roofs holding the guy, and then Naruto just bolted to take care of that situation. And then there's the fact that we have this guy coming in from the moon that's heading to take someone, and I'm also worried that he could potentially be going after Naruto, uh, because Naruto is one of the ones that took care of Kaguya. That could be what they're scared of. If Kaguya is of the same clan, although the thing that really confuses me about that whole thing is if Kaguya is of the same clan and she is the Byakugan woman that he's talking about, why was he so informal with her? Why? I mean, maybe it's like newer generations looking back at the older generations of their clan or something, uh, in judging them, or something. I'm not 100% sure, but I did just think of that. He didn't actually say her name, which I feel like if she was of the clan, they'd know the name, something in like history, or they'd have the information, because we've had a scene of them like in their dimension or on their planet or wherever we saw the two guys talking, mentioning Kaguya going to the planet. So that clan should know her name. So I'm not sure what's up with that guy and why, if that even is the Byakugan woman that they were talking about. I just can't think of anything else that would be more relevant. Oh, unless it's referring to the movie, because didn't Tanori take Hanabi and take her eyes? And maybe that's the Byakugan woman that she's talking about. But then she said the Byakugan, or the woman's son. And Hanabi doesn't have a son. Unless at that point he was talking about Hinata. And then that would mean Boruto. I really don't know. If this is something I'm supposed to know, I guess you guys will fill me in, but I'm very confused on that. I guess we'll just wait for the story to tell me, or maybe some of you guys. I don't want spoilers. Keep that in mind. No spoilers, guys. None at all. If this is something from Naruto that I'm just not understanding, but if this is something they do a good job explaining later, and this could be me being like, oh, okay, then don't do it. Let me figure it out on my own. But if it is something like that, that it's just something I missed and it's not going to get explained later just because I'm stupid, then let me know. So there's that. But yeah, I'm still pretty upset that if my theory is right, Naruto had to leave. But like I said, I really hope it's a good reason. And then it's very interesting to me that Sasuke showed up, and it's very scary to me that Sasuke showed up, because the fact that he showed up means something bad could happen, and Sasuke would be there to have some kind of epic battle, or something to save Naruto in a way, but if he didn't show up, then I'd just be like, okay, maybe Naruto is fine. I don't know. It's just something about Sasuke showing up that makes me really uneasy. Not because of Sasuke himself, but just what it means for the story and what could happen, But I'm also very excited. Very excited. Oh, I'm getting weird burpy hiccup kind of things. But yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say about this episode, but I really, really enjoyed this one. This one was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun talking about stuff, and I'm actually really looking forward to watching the next one now, because I really hope we get to find out why Naruto left a clone behind, whether it was from the beginning or whether he had to leave and then left one behind. I'm not sure, but yeah. that whole scene was so tense though, with like as soon as Boruto, like as soon as that clone vanished, the intensity around Boruto just got so good. Because like I said, it's one of those situations that he didn't do it just because of him. He did it because of Himawari as well. Granted, I'm sure there's a small part of him was that, oh, I just apologized to my dad, and he was a shadow clone the whole time. Oh, blah, 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 But I think there's also a big part of him that was just like, he was a shadow clone on Himawari's birthday. That's pretty messed up, So, oh man. Good stuff, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, watching it with me and everything, and then the discussion as well, for those of you who stuck around and listened to it. Feel free to leave your theories and stuff in the comments if you have any, but please no spoilers, so if you have watched ahead, don't hint at anything or anything. But if you just want to mention some stuff about this episode that you enjoyed or didn't enjoy or whatnot, feel free to let me know in the comments. I like to read that stuff, although, yeah, I just hope I don't get any spoilers ever, because I'll miss reading the comments. But yeah, guys, if I ever have to stop. Thanks for watching. Keep in mind that you can support the channel by checking out the description where there's a Patreon link. From there, you can become a patron, and you gain access to things like early access, so you could get the next episode right now, and then also full length, so you can watch the entire episode with me with nothing cut out. And then also there's links to my anime list and also my Twitch stream in there, if you guys are interested in that. And then you can also subscribe to the channel, so you get all those nice juicy updates whenever I release new content. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.